What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Taro and I'm back with another video, man. I'm back with another vlog, bro. And today, we done ran into another problem with the 300 again, bro. Like, the problems I'm running into with my car is getting kind of like overwhelming and annoying and shit. But I know we got to get the situation squared away, so I can't keep just having this car doing shit like this. Like, it be random ass shit. Like, this morning I was heading to work, you know what I'm saying? So I was driving the 300 there, and as I'm driving, like, out of nowhere, it say like the battery level like low, like it gotta it's going to reduce power. So basically what that did was, like, my phone charger in the car, all of that, my car charger, all of that just like dropped in voltage. And then that's when it said like battery voltage is low or whatever. And I'm like, bro, it's a brand new battery, what the hell going on? So as I'm driving, like, I'm like, shit, I'm gonna see how far I can get. But when I thought about that, I was like, hell no, I can't do that, because, bro, I gotta go back home. You know what I'm saying? I don't want my car just out here stranded. So in the middle of me turning around to go back home, bro, you would not believe this shit, bro. Like, as I'm driving, like, I'm going down, I'm finna get ready to go down the hill. Right before I'm finna get ready to go down the hill, I got a message on my screen. The engine is running hot. So I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Did my coolant just pop again? Like, what happened? So I got out, I lifted the hood, I cut the car off immediately though when I seen that shit. So when I seen that shit, I lifted it and I'm like, all right, cool. So what's causing this to go hot if the radiator, the hose is on there? So I'm like, what's causing it to go hot? There's fluid in there, there's no leaks, no nothing. I'm like, what's going on? But it was boiling out the reservoir at first though. It was boiling, so a little bit was coming out and it spilled. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? So as I'm looking, I see my whole serpentine belt off of the car. Like, bro, my whole serpentine belt is in my passenger seat. My shit is literally right here on the passenger seat, on God. I'm not sure if it's too stretched out or what, but bro, I don't know, bro. I'm finna try to put it back on, and if it's too stretched, I'm gonna have to go and buy a new one, bro, fucking sadly. But bro, this is crazy, bro. Like, I'm running into too many problems, and this what was causing my car to go in basically limp mode, because the alternator was not spinning. It was not giving off no power. That's one reason. The first time, the hose popped. The second time, this came off. But we got to make sure everything right. But right now, what I'm about to do is, I ain't cranked the car up since this morning, so I'm finna back it out. And once I back it out, I'm gonna go ahead and take off the front bumper, and then I'm gonna lift the hood up, and then gonna go from there. Yeah, I'm gonna put the damn serpentine belt back on and get my damn day started, bro. I gotta figure out what I'm finna do, bro. It's a lot on my shoulders right now, bro. Like, too much going on. But hey, we finna get through this shit. Best candies in the stove. Gotta jack this side up first. It's that bullshit, man. Don't need it that high, bro. I just don't want my damn back hurt. You know? Ain't got time for my back to be fucking hurt. I got the car jacked up now for a reason, because I gotta do some little check. I gotta check under my car for some fluids real quick. And then I'm gonna just remove this air intake right here and remove all of this, so I can basically run the serpentine belt back on there. All right, y'all, so I basically got the serpentine belt back on track. As y'all can see, like, that's the serpentine belt, this black line right here. It's actually currently off of the alternator, and this was giving me a pain in the ass right now. So what I gotta do is I gotta put this 3/8 right here on this tensioner. It's a little opening down there, or it's a little slot in this tensioner right here, like this motherfucker, this silver piece right here. Y'all can see, yeah, y'all understand that piece right there. But yeah, what I'm gonna basically do is I'm gonna put that 3/8 in there at that bottom slot. It's a bottom slot that's down there, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn it clockwise so it can get a little bit loose. And then when it get loose, I'm gonna slide this right on there, and then yeah, that should be back on, and I should have full power. So I'm not able to really show y'all exactly how it looks, so I'm gonna just tune in with y'all once I get it back on. It's currently 11:45, 11:46 now, so we're gonna have to see how long it take for me to get this Serpentine belt back on. All right, y'all, so it took me 2 minutes, honestly, but I got the belt on there, and yeah, everything is looking pretty much fine down there. So I guess we're gonna go in here and crank the car up to see is that good enough and the problem is solved. And we got to make sure that the car isn't running hot anymore, because bro, like I told y'all this morning, it was running hot too. So now we can just see, did that fix the problem, and is we good? Here we go. So everything is smooth and closed, no tools is in the way. All right, let me close my trunk. I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I did that pretty fast. I actually could have went to work, but you know, I ain't too much tripping on it because I couldn't see this morning anyway. I just was literally pitch black dark. What, this shit just be my luck. Oh God, this shit got my car running hot and everything. I gotta take my shit to the crib. Nigga on the side of the road, pitch black dark. On God, you can't even see in front of me. And it's crazy because I had all the tools in my trunk. That's the crazy thing. But anyway, what I'm about to do is now we finna see. So the fucking car is dead now, bro. Car's fucking dead. Oh, man. I'm gonna try one more time. Hold on, let me see. Cause now the alternator is actually on it, so it's not trying to spin no more. So yeah, so we're gonna come back. Let me go and charge my jump box, cause I kind of figured that was finna happen. So yeah, I see I wasn't lying. My car literally, you know, broke down on me yet again. I see my jumping cables right there. Let me just go. Actually, matter of fact, it's probably already charged, bro. No cap, it's probably already charged. I ain't gonna cap, it's already got a little bit of juice in it. I'm not sure if I need the whole 4 batteries, but yeah, man, pretty much already got juice in it. Let me pop my hood one more time. All right, so point y'all boys right there. We'll actually point y'all boys right there. Go ahead and plug this joker in, man. I ain't used my jump box in a little minute, cause that's how good my car been running, y'all. My car really been running actually A1, bro. It ain't been doing nothing bad, bro, until now. So yeah, I'm about to go ahead and try to crank it. Okay, gotta hurry up, we gotta hurry up, we gotta hurry up, we gotta hurry up. Oh, let's see. Damn, we gotta charge that bit. Crazy is about this, bro, like now that my Serpentine belt is back on, everything really running smooth. Like it really running way smoother than how it was before. Cause like I ain't even gonna cap, bro. It's so crazy cause they been really knocked off some of my dash lights. Like I don't even gotta check engine light on this bit no more. And I'm like, bro, I ain't even get to clear no codes and shit like that yet. But I still gotta do that anyway, cause my brake light is on and my airbag light is on. ABS and traction. Those are the only 4 lights that are left on. And I know the brake light is going to be easy to clear. I'm gonna flush my brakes and I'm gonna refill up that brake fluid in that master cylinder, and after that it should be smooth. And then with the airbag lights, I don't really know too much about that, so I gotta actually scan them codes and probably talk to actually like somebody who really know what's going on with that. And ABS, I heard that I just gotta tighten up some things in the front of my shit, and then after that I'd be smooth. Also, I gotta fix my speed sensors, no cap. But do you have like a guess on what could be causing it to do that?
It could be, it literally could be, it could be the hard drive, it can be your solid state drive failed, it can be a BIOS corruption, it can be a Windows corruption. There's so many things it can be. Whenever you have a loop like this, it's the computer saying that something internally has failed.
Yeah.
Because it's trying to find the component. It's trying to communicate with it. If it can't, it will constantly shut off till it will.
Yeah, because it's a little light in here that show. It comes on as white because this got liquid cooling and stuff in it.
Okay.
So it'll show like a little light and then it'll flick off and go back off. So I don't know why I was doing that. I haven't used it in probably like 2 months. It's just been sitting.
Okay.
But now I need to use it again, so I gotta get it fixed. It's the first time I ever had a problem out of it. I bought it from Micro Center.
Oh, okay.
I just kind of stay a little farther.
Yeah, looking cool.
But I do know when I pulled out one of these ram sticks right here, it stayed on, but it wasn't showing anything.
Okay.
And when I plugged the right ram stick back in, it started looping again. So I don't know.
Yeah, because it could be, not only could it be the RAM fan, it could be the socket that the RAM is actually going into as well.
Okay.
So basically what we'll do is we'll do a full hardware scan to figure out if any components have failed, like the GPU, your storage system, RAM, anything like that. And then if everything passes, then we probably most likely get, if it's a BIOS corruption, that's not going to be good. But if it's a
You said a
Windows
virus?
BIOS.
Oh.
So the actual BIOS of the computer, if it fails, that's going to be a completely different story.
So like, what is that though?
You would have to reflash the BIOS chip. So the BIOS is basically, sometimes with an update, a BIOS flash will happen to where it rewrites the image to the motherboard itself. If that gets interrupted in any shape, way, or form, it will literally break the computer.
Damn.
So, and you gotta be able to rewrite to it. If it won't actually take a fresh BIOS flash, it's gonna have to be sent to the manufacturer and get it flashed, or it's gonna have to get a new motherboard. Okay. But that's if that happens.
Yeah, let's pray that that's not it. It's just something small.
That's what we're hoping, yeah. That's what it is. But you're all set. We'll give you a call as soon as we find out what's going on with it, and then you'll be all taken care of.
All right, appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing right now. I got the 3 Honda on right here in the back. You feel me? Got that 3 Honda on right here in the back. So right now, what I'm about to do is I low-key want to walk through Academy and see if they got some more skull caps and stuff. Cause bro, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna need some more of those. Them skull caps go crazy, and plus, I do need some shorts and stuff like that. Cause the summer is coming up, bro, and I want to be prepared. I gotta start hitting the gym as well.